Have you ever felt like the world was crashing down around you and you just couldn't understand why? Today, we're diving into one of the most profound stories ever told, a tale of suffering, faith, and the mysteries of the universe. This is the story of Job. In the ancient land of Uz, there lived a man named Job. He wasn't just wealthy. He was a man of complete integrity who revered God and shunned evil. He had 10 children, thousands of livestock, and a life that seemed blessed beyond measure. Every morning he'd offer sacrifices, just in case his children had unknowingly sinned. His life was a picture of perfect devotion. But high above, a celestial drama was unfolding. God pointed out Job's righteousness to an angelic being known as the accuser, or Satan. The accuser sneered, suggesting Job's faith was just a transaction. Does Job fear God for nothing? He asked. You've built a hedge around him. Take away everything he has, and he'll curse you to your face. Confident in Job's heart, God allowed the test with one rule. Job himself could not be harmed. And then disaster struck. In a single, horrifying day, messengers arrived one after another. Raiders stole his oxen and donkeys. Fire from the sky consumed his sheep. His camels were taken, his servants slain. And then the final soul-crushing blow. A mighty wind collapsed the house where his sons and daughters were feasting, and all 10 were gone. In the face of unimaginable loss, what did Job do? He tore his robe, shaved his head, and fell to the ground. But instead of a curse, a prayer left his lips. Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Through all this, Job did not sin or charge God with wrongdoing. But the accuser wasn't done. He returned to God arguing, skin for skin. A man will give all he has for his life. But stretch out your hand and strike his flesh and bones, and he will surely curse you. God permitted a second test, again with a limit. Job's life must be spared. So, Job was struck with painful boils from the soles of his feet to the crown of his head. He sat in ashes, scraping his sores with a piece of broken pottery. His wife, devastated, pleaded, Are you still holding on to your integrity? Curse God and die. But Job's faith held firm. Shall we accept good from God and not trouble? He replied. 3 of his friends came to comfort him. For 7 days and 7 nights they sat with him in silence, stunned by the depth of his suffering. But when they finally spoke, their comfort turned to accusation. They insisted that such suffering must be punishment for some secret sin. God is just, they argued. Repent and you will be restored. But Job maintained his innocence. He cried out in agony not just from his physical pain, but from the feeling of being abandoned by God. He demanded an audience, a chance to plead his case before the Almighty. After his friends fell silent, a young man named Elihu spoke up. He challenged everyone, suggesting that suffering isn't always punishment. Sometimes, he argued, it's a form of divine discipline, a way God speaks to us when we aren't listening. And then God himself answered, but not with an explanation. Out of a whirlwind, a voice thundered, questioning Job. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundations? Can you command the morning or bind the beautiful Pleiades? Do you give the horse its strength? God revealed the vastness and complexity of a universe that Job could never fully comprehend. He wasn't giving answers. He was revealing himself, his power, his wisdom, his untamable majesty. Humbled and awestruck, Job replied, My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes. He didn't repent for a sin he hadn't committed, but for his own limited understanding and for demanding answers from the Creator of everything. In the end, God rebuked Job's friends for misrepresenting him. He then restored Job's fortunes, giving him double what he had before. He was blessed with 10 more children, and the story notes his new daughters were the most beautiful in all the land. Job lived another 140 years, seeing his family grow for 4 generations. His story isn't a simple formula that good deeds earn rewards, but a profound exploration of faith in the face of suffering, and the truth that even when we don't have the answers, we can still trust the one who does. Thanks for journeying with us through this incredible story. If it moved you, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that have shaped our world. See you next time.